said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires left. Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really tough to know, because you're not going to practice in these conditions. You don't go outside and practice with the snow beating down and you freezing your tail off. So you kind of got to get to know what you can do and what you can't do. And right now, that first drive, you know, passing was a struggle.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. With jet sweep pass. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, get ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to go up top. On target to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. sure hands. It's Roberts. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Trying play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving, looking to throw it, Sayin. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hagan. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
BYU with the 1st and 10. It's a draw. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Buckeyes. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
It's reverse. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They have got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Leaves it with the back. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's close to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They try to get it outside on the left. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We've got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Tries to swing it forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. A quick pass to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. That hole closed quickly and pick up a 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Buckmeyer. That's caught. It's Phillips. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
And that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy punch.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That's caught. It's Hagan. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's
turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
Catch in the middle, it's Ryan. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to pass, it's Buckmeyer. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab deep. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback keeper. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one in 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Safe completion on the screen. Quick spin on the run. Almost popped free on the screen, but he stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man, it's Peoples.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. With the question as to whether he can feel his fingers at this point, fair catch is wise in the middle of this snowy, cold weather. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
BYU lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And now if I was the offense, I'd think about getting the football maybe out on the perimeter somewhere because you're getting beaten and eaten alive in the interior. He had a gain of no yards the last play. He just gave up the sack. Put your quarterback, put the football out on the perimeter in space.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking for a man. It's Buckmeyer. Makes the catch. And they'll get him down inside the 5 with this offense powering for the score.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got fourth and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker's already banged a couple through. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in his slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hagan. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And they're not on the same page there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
In this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They've dug themselves a huge hole, haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touchdown. They've got to find a way to create an explosive play.
And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Bringing the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, you get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Complete in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get it down finally at the 38.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big M.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
To the air, it's Sayin. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll give it to the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here. Probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Find some fresh air. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.